Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're diving into something a little different, a time of day you probably know but maybe haven't thought too much about.
Oh, intriguing.
Yeah. It's civil dawn, that period just before the sun actually rises, like when it's still 6 degrees below the horizon.
Ah, I see. So we're not talking about sunrise itself, but more like the prelude.
Exactly. And, I'm thinking about you and your amazing photography, the way you capture light.
Well, light is everything, isn't it?
Totally. So I dug into some research about light during civil dawn, and I think you'll find it fascinating.
Okay, I'm all ears. What did you discover?
Well, first off, even though the sun's not up yet, there's enough light to start making out shapes and the world around you.
So it's not pitch black.
Right. Imagine those deep indigo blues of night, slowly transitioning into purples and oranges.
Oh, I can picture it, that soft, almost otherworldly-like.
Yes. And your sources mentioned how this kind of light is actually perfect for photography, no harsh shadows, just this ethereal glow.
That makes sense. You get those long shadows and that incredible depth during civil dawn.
And it's not just about the visuals either.
You're thinking about the sounds.
Exactly. I was reading about how so many birds start their dawn chorus right around civil twilight.
It's true. Robins, for instance, are known to start singing almost an hour before sunrise.
Wow, so they're basically announcing the start of civil dawn.
It's like they're the heralds of the day.
And can you imagine that soundscape, the bird song, mixed with those incredible colors in the sky?
It must be magical. And this whole shift in light, it doesn't just affect the birds, right?
Think about it. As the light increases, insects become more active. Some flowers start to open.
Right. And on the flip side, nocturnal animals, like bats, they're heading back to their roosts.
It's like this incredible chain reaction across the entire ecosystem.
It's amazing how everything's interconnected.
Absolutely. And it even impacts us, humans. You found some research about how civil dawn affects our productivity.
Oh yeah, there's some interesting studies about how exposure to natural light during civil dawn can help regulate our sleep-wake cycles.
And even boost alertness, which makes me wonder about those early morning runs you're always doing.
Maybe that's why I feel so energized. That gradual increase in light during civil dawn might be sending signals to my body.
It probably is. It affects our circadian rhythms and even the production of hormones like melatonin.
It's fascinating how much we're influenced by these natural light patterns.
And speaking of human responses, one of the things that struck me in your research was how different cultures view civil dawn.
Oh, absolutely. It's more than just a time to wake up. It holds a much deeper significance.
Yeah, for many cultures, it's a time for spiritual practices, morning prayers, meditation.
Right. It's that quiet period before the day really gets going, a space for contemplation, for connecting with nature.
It's a beautiful idea, this connection between humans and the natural world. But I wonder, with our modern lifestyles, are we losing touch with it?
I think that's a valid concern. With artificial light everywhere, it's easy to forget about these natural rhythms.
Yeah, we can basically create our own daylight whenever we want.
But I do think there's a growing awareness of the importance of aligning ourselves with natural light patterns.
Like a return to our roots, in a way.
Exactly. And civil dawn offers a perfect opportunity to do that, to reconnect with the natural world.
So after this deep dive into civil dawn, from its impact on nature to its cultural significance, what's the key takeaway for our listeners?
For someone like you who's interested in both the science and the beauty of things.
That's me.
I think the takeaway is that civil dawn is multifaceted. It's this scientific phenomenon, an artistic inspiration, and even a cultural touchstone, all in one.
That's a great way to put it. And to leave everyone with a final thought.
A little something to ponder.
Yeah. How do you think the experience of civil dawn differs in different environments? Say, a bustling city versus the quiet countryside.
That's interesting. I bet the soundscape would be completely different.
Right. So next time you're up early, whether for a run or a photo shoot, pay attention to those subtle changes in light and sound.
See how the city or the countryside wakes up differently.
You might be surprised by what you notice, and hey, maybe even snap a few amazing photos while you're at it.
Always a good idea. Thanks for this thought-provoking deep dive.
Absolutely, and until next time, keep exploring and observing the world around you.
I will.
Take care.
You too.